Woo! Welcome to Club Shada episode number 98. 98. This is your boy Kaysha, aka Mr. Shada. I'm happy to be with you guys. Sorry, I'm a little late. I don't know why I was late. Buddy kept me on the phone. Buddy and Little Maro kept me on the phone. I'm hoping everybody's feeling great. Everybody is in a good spirits. I'm still sick. I don't know what I have. It's funny, you know, like once you had COVID once, you believe that you believe that everything you have can only be COVID. When it could be just be a sore throat. It could be allergies. It could be just coughing because of the air or just because you catch the cold. I have no fever. I'm not tired. It's just I have a strange feeling here. It's been for some time, but I'll go check. I'll go check in a bit, probably tomorrow. And anyway, tomorrow I'm doing my I'm doing my COVID test because I'm supposed to travel to Kinshasa on the 27th. So that's in 2 days. So I have to do my test anyway. And if it turns out it's COVID again, well, listen, this one is completely different. Would be very mild, I would say, probably because my body has already built some defenses. But yeah, other than sometimes having this feeling of like if I just run, but it lasts what, 2 minutes, 1 minute. So probably just something, something mild, maybe just some cough, whatever. Tomorrow I realize that when I take stuff for coughing, it makes me feel really better, quick. So maybe it's just that. So we'll see, I'll go check tomorrow, or maybe I'll wait to do my COVID test to go check. Who knows? Anyway, I will know all of that before I travel. I'm not gonna travel with uncertainties and then get fucked in Congo. Ooh, this tea helps as well. This show is brought to you by shadaware.com as always. It's time for me to start looking for sponsors. I just don't have time for now. I need to finish my album. Actually, I'm about to close all the songs. Listen, it's this thing where artists always pissed me off. Everybody has their reasons, but artists tend to make simple things complicated. Hey, I got this song. Do you want to jump on it? Yeah, I want to jump on it. All right, here's the song. When is it ready? When can you do the song? Oh, give me 2 weeks. All right. 3 months later, nothing. Send text from time to time, and yeah, they don't reply. They did. Everybody pretend they're busy. They're not. Everybody's locked at home. And then me, no hard feelings. At a point, I just open all my songs where I'm supposed to have featurings, and I'm like, oh. And I just turn on my microphone, and record everywhere. Put my vocals. That's the thing. When you don't need nobody, you tend to have patience. But once your patience is over with people, you just finish your songs and you just move on to your next project. I don't actually need featurings on my album. My best albums are albums with zero featurings. My albums like African Bohemian, Legendary, there's like one or two featurings. And I have enough featurings already on this album. It's just that, I want to work with, some other people and etc. But you have to run away after people. And at a point, you're just like, you know what? Peace. So, or you just take the same songs and find people who can work quick. Because this is something that artists don't understand nowadays. It's a million of us. It's not like back in the days where, can you sing on my song? I'll see when I can. We are in the day of age where you just go online and you play 30 seconds of your instrumental or of your song, and you put, who wants to jump on this song with me? You put this on Instagram and on Twitter. Who wants to jump on this song with me? I don't care if you're famous or not. And then you just see what happens. You're going to see, or tag who you want to see on this song with me and who wants to jump on this song. And then you see the comments pile up and all the DMs arriving. Yo, I'm ready to record. All right. And then you just like, when can you record? I need the song tomorrow. Can you do it tomorrow? Because if you don't do it tomorrow, I can do it myself. I don't need nobody actually. And that's the feeling I had this morning. I start opening my songs and I was like, yo, that guy was supposed to, oh, fuck them. And I have some songs that, and I have some songs, it's funny because some songs already have second verses. And so I just removed the second verse to put space for somebody else. And one song, I was just like, I just turn on the second verse, mixed, boom, put it with the rest of the songs that are coming out. And it's probably what I'm going to do. And anybody that was supposed to be in this album and made me wait too much, when they wake up, I'll say, oh no, these songs are done. Next album, here's some songs. I already have 11 songs for my next album for the 2022. So that's what I'll tell people. I say, we're in the single economy. Whenever you're ready, because people are, it's interesting. I was telling Ilmaro and Body today, a mistake that a lot of people do is that they look at other people the way they see themselves. We are workaholics and we work fast, hard, and precisely. And then we believe that the other people are like us. Most people are lazy. It is what it is. This show is brought to you by the gods of the good fortune. And I want to give a shout out and a thank you to all the new people who are welcome to the Shada gang and who are new subscribers of this channel, and you can see their names. So, Fernando, Kalimax, Joyce, Ness, Musa, and more and more and more. All the names are out down there. I hope that you guys are feeling fine. Mr. Joel, sometimes I just rant. Don't mind me. Mr. Joel, Amen, what it do, cousin? I hope you're fine. Did we finish our conversation yesterday on the phone? I feel like I said I called you back and then I disappeared. If I did, we'll finish tomorrow. Wait a minute. The light is showing up in the screen? Damn it. Sorry. Oh, Zafly, what it do, sister? I hope you're fine. Mr. Moto Music, what up, brother? Mountain Yaba Inspiration. What it do? How are you? I hope you're fine. Because of the change of the daylight saving time. So what time is it now for you? It's about to change in Portugal as well. I don't even know why they keep this thing. It's kind of useless, but yeah. Mr. Bruno Rodriguez, what up, brother? How are you? Un peu seulement. Enfin, je suis pas coiffé, je suis plutôt Kovo Kapita Wendy. It is very nice. Very nice. Oof. Beautiful. Mr. Malcolm Beats. What up, brother? How are you? Listen, these people. Listen. Hello, Bijou. That's the thing, I don't. We have each other. Listen. Moto. Find me somebody who's ready now. I have a song. I need somebody. I had this Nigerian artist that was supposed to sing on it. And yeah, you know. He was full of, yes, King, let's go. And then I was like, yeah, let's go. I'm waiting. And then nothing. So when he's going to wake up, yeah, I'll tell him, here's another beat. Because the thing is this, I don't hold no grudge on nobody. It's just that I don't have time to wait for people. So if you don't have time, if life is going, it's all good. And you know what? I'm not going to be there waiting for people. So I'm taking my time. I do singles every week, so I don't need to release an album today. But it's time to release that album. So I don't even have a CD cover, cover art. I have to do it as well. Maybe I'll do it myself actually. What it up, Tatiana? What it do, Tatiana? How are you? There's a lot of people who forgot to click the like button, so I'm waiting for you. Yep. People like you don't never fail me. But that's the thing. And that's the thing. You have the people that you know you work with, and then you have the other people that you don't usually work with, but you are trying to, open up a bit, find, work with new people. And it's those people that, they waste your time. So, all right. What up, Emmanuel? How are you? I'm telling you. For those who want to know, the song in the back is by my Angel City project. So I never say what are the songs that are playing. The song in the intro was called Eshko. It's a song I did in probably 2001. And this one playing as well. It's called After the Rain. It's something I also did in 2001. I'm glad to know that. I want to also take the time to give a big thank you to Mr. Mike Phoenix, which is our stream boss, with $185 of donation for the month of March. Thank you so much for your donation, and also thank you to everybody who donated and who are also the sponsors of this show. As you know, the stream royalty will go back to zero in April. So once I do my test and I'm negative and I'm going to Congo, it means that I will not be there until April 9. So I'm uploading videos on the YouTube channel, and they will come out automatically for those who watch my channel when it's not live. I'm gonna have a probably one episode of Club Shada that will be pre-recorded. I'm gonna record it tomorrow for Wednesday, next Wednesday. So Sunday there will be no Club Shada. I will post probably post some music, a music mix. Probably I'm a piano music mix. And next Wednesday, the episode of Club Shada will be pre-recorded, but it will come out same hours, unless you want earlier. Up to you to tell me, and then you can watch it just like a live, because I will premiere it, so it will come out. I will really record it like if it was a true episode. The only thing is that I will not be able to look at your comments while we are talking. But good thing is we're gonna be able to. I'll be in the chat, of course, from Kinshasa if my internet is not too bad from home. When I'm in the city, it's always better. But 4G is much better now. So and I'm gonna have a music mix for probably for Sunday. And probably we'll edit some vlogs as well. So I'm gonna put some vlogs. I have a long time I didn't edit my vlogs. I still have some my daughter's 3-year-old birthday. I still have a vacation in Algarve. I still have a few vlogs that from before the pandemic that I'm gonna upload to the channel, so that the channel still goes on. And then I have all the music that are gonna be released. All the music, I'm gonna have all these videos ready to come out. We have 15 remixes of Tira Esa Ropa, so that's crazy. Everything comes out on the 2nd of April, and then on the 9th, then there's something else. So anyway, everything is gonna be also on the channel, so that while I'm the 10 days I'm on a family vacation, everything just goes smoothly and automatically. Same for the singles. I have songs. I just have to now decide, like, when am I releasing this damn album? What up, my music? What do you do, Matt Music? How are you, my brother? I hope everything is fine. While you're away, maybe you should let someone else sit in your chair. What comes to my just suggestion. Yeah, I thought about that. But actually, me and him will record an episode that will air at the same hours. But we will just record it tomorrow. So that will be episode 99. And at a point, I will start, a club shout out with somebody else. I'm not ready to give the chair yet, but it's an interesting suggestion to start creating some new content. The thing is, Buddy is not a night guy. Buddy at this time is sleeping. Sometimes, but me, I stay awake until 3 a.m. when I do Club Shada. Imagine, we started like 25 minutes ago. It was midnight and 45 here. So when I'm done, it's gonna be free, 2 a.m., 2:30, free. So you need to find the right thing. And I also have a few channels. I have my other channels that I wanna start working on. I wanna work on the Dumution channel. So this is a more Congolese oriented channel, and I think that would be interesting to start creating content for those other channels. But yeah, I'm still thinking about it. It was an interesting conversation that we had with Joel. At the same time, my days are full, so I don't want to start creating stuff. It's something I learned from my career, is that I have a ton of ideas all the time, and sometimes it's better to not try to do everything at the same time, because you might end up not finishing anything or just being too tired to do. So sometimes you have to just be like, yo, listen, two lives every week, it's a lot of work. Not just because you are doing the live, but because it's the live, and then it's after the live you are tired the next day, and then you have to edit like all the small things. You see what I mean? So that's it's a lot of work to do the editing, to put everything on YouTube, etc. Especially when you don't have an assistant and you do everything by yourself. And at the same time, you have to release music, and at the same time, you also have to sometimes you have to also record new music. So that's a lot of parts, and you have to know when it's too much for you. You have to know when you need to just be sitting on your sofa doing nothing or doing a little bit of gym. You have to know, and you have to, be careful, and especially when you are a little sick like I am right now. Yes, I am. So I was having this conversation with Joel yesterday and with Buddy today about the future of the channels. Sometimes I have plans and a lot of ideas that I have, I prefer to give them to other people. Damn, I look good. Sorry. I prefer to give them to other people so that I love playing with my AirPods now. That's the noise that you hear from time to time. So sometimes I prefer giving those ideas to other people because I know I don't have time to do them, or I'm still on a trajectory on this channel of what I do on this channel. And I would, for example, I would prefer to grow a new channel with a lot of, to do some organization with other people. But at the same time, I have to know when I cannot even be part of this because my plate is full already. I have so much things that I'm doing right now at the same time. Plus now I'm painting and I'm doing digital art for my OpenSea profile and my NFTs. And sometimes I'm like, yo, listen, that would be great if I did that. For example, my wife's channel has 100,000 followers. But she never puts nothing there because she prefers posting photos on Instagram. And she has a bunch of Portuguese-speaking Brazilians and Portuguese and Brazilians, Angolans and Guinea-Bissau and all the Portuguese-speaking countries, and even people who speak English. They love her channel and they would love for her to come back but she doesn't like filming and editing. She knows how to do it. She knows how to edit her videos by herself, etc. But she doesn't. It's not her thing right now. She has the patience to edit photos, but video she don't. So maybe I can do other things on her channel, or I can film for her and edit for her. The problem, she likes her editing to be done a certain way that only her does. So, but there's a lot of things I could do with that channel. I could put some other girls there, but maybe she wouldn't like that. Or I could just tell her, hey, listen, here's the setup. Just do a live show. You just come here. You can come to this channel. Come here on this desk. You put your makeup stuff, and you do your makeup live. When you're about to do your makeup, you do it live, and at the same time you talk to the people. That would be a great show. Girls love that. But if she's not interested in doing it, cannot force her. See what I mean? So, and same thing. I have great ideas for the Dumution channel. It's another channel that I own in this. I have 7 channels on YouTube, and a lot of them I don't really do nothing. I have a channel called Kizomba, one called Zouk, one called. I got the Angel City channel, I got the Monsieur de Shada channel, I got the Sushiro music channel. And it's too much work to have all these channels. So what I do usually is I just put playlists on this channel, and my main channel where I put all the content is Kaysha, because the problem is, if you want to start doing a new channel every time you create new content or a new show, it means that you have to start from zero every time. And I believe that it's better to do everything in one channel. Some people, including the people at YouTube, believe that it's better to have one channel for music, one channel for vlogs, and another channel for Club Shada, for example. But for me, that's a nightmare, because then you have to check the comments everywhere. You have to check that there's no problem everywhere. You have to check you have to edit for each channel, and sometimes you have to be in the right account where you are uploading, because you might upload in the wrong channel. Oh, nah. Listen, from the last 15 years, I got my music videos are on the Kaysha channel. The music of the artists I work with are on the Kaysha channel. So it was my label channel plus my channel. Maybe if I started back in the days doing all the Kaysha stuff in the Kaysha channel, and all the music videos and the rest that are Sushiro products on the Sushiro channel, and both channel grew the same, and both had all these followers, and music was on one place and my stuff was on one place, maybe it would be, maybe it would mean something, it would be interesting. But today, no, I'm not gonna have like one channel with 160,000 people and go back to do Club Shada in a channel with nobody, and then stream, like, it's a lot of work. But I mean, so because this channel is started long time ago, I prefer doing it like this. But for example, on the Dumution channel, for example, where it's really like Congolese music, and it's like 5,000 subscribers, there's a lot of things that can be done there. There's a lot of ideas of shows that could be done, not by me, but content brought by other people that could be done, because I control that channel. But the Olivier Dumou, who's the owner of the label that I distribute, he can also upload stuff in there, and we could create content in there on top of the music that is there, and creates a new set of content. But I don't have time to do it, so I would need to find people that I trust that could do something interesting in there, and it would have to be meaningful and go with the thing. So what I do usually, because I know I don't have time to do all these things, I give this idea to other people who have channels. So listen, you got Joel and Mountain of Inspiration and Dalia, that's one family. Those are ideas that they could do in their channel. They could create something meaningful. Moto Music, you have your channel where you have a music-centric show and podcast and album reviews. This is a place where there could be some new programs done. So, but that's interesting to always give yourself the time to think about all these things. How your NFT has been? How's your NFTs going? I've been absent. Work has me busy on Sundays. NFTs are going good. They're going good. Like people are more and more being interested to my work and my art. I just need to do my first sale now. So for now, it's just making people discover you, and that's the good thing with me. I have time. I have a lot of time. What do you think about Vivo? We are thinking about opening one side. You can earn more money as far as monetization, but you can't control or see any analytics. You can only upload music. I've been asked 1 million times to open a Vivo. It's not my thing. I don't have I don't know enough. Uh, I know that most of my friends who opened a Vivo, they went back to their main channel now. Like I know Nelson Freitas had a Vivo, and now he's back to putting stuff on his channel because I believe the control is important as well. Hi Heather. I believe the control is important, and my problem with places like Vivo is yes, you can earn more money. Yes, you have like a kind of visibility because your things are automatic, but I guess unless you are big, like if I go to a Vivo channel and I watch a music video or something, the next thing it's proposing me is not even a video from the same artist. It's now then proposing me some Justin Bieber. And that's where I have a problem. I prefer having a channel like this one where when somebody watches my content, they get sucked in my channel, and then they can go watch more Kaysha, and it's easier for them to find more Kaysha content, which is not something that you can do with a Vivo channel. So, I mean, I receive Bruno. I receive all the times email. I still receive emails from the guys from Broadband TV. They are still trying to put me in their network, but me, I like to be on a lone samurai mode, so I know I can control everything, and I can update and I can change fast. When you start giving up control, sometimes you have a great idea, you want to do something. Let's say you want to do a series of videos that have to be watched one by one. Let's say you have like this long story that is in 5 music videos, and you want to put everything in one time, and all the music videos follow each other, and like you really understand the story when you watch the 5 music videos. You cannot do it because people will watch one video and then all of a sudden they have Bruce Springsteen. Nah, I prefer having a thing where you can really control the experience, even if it means that you have to work harder to have your people. Is it me or the colors are nice? No, the colors are nice. Love this camera. I like your new camera. What it do, Michelle? How are things where you are? Are you in Portugal? This tea is helping me a lot. That's my feeling about and it's interesting because it goes into what I want to talk about today, which is growth. Whenever you do something, you have to think about it like, what's next? And me, I'm this guy. I'm always like, okay, what's next? Like, I'm doing Club Shada right now. But in my head, I'm like, in 5 years. What I'm doing right now, it counts, but it doesn't matter to me as what it, like how many people are watching, how many, like, I know every show has between concurrent people watching, usually around 20 to 30 people at the same time watching, and usually a whole show, a 2-3 hour show has more in one night, usually around 300 people. And then usually the next day there's all the people who watch in the morning, that's another 300 people. And then after that, the shows, they live their life. And some people just discover Club Shada today and they start watching a lot of episodes. Some people, they just watch live. Some people, they only watch the replays. It depends. But what is great is that every episode you do is you add to a catalog. And it's only after a few years that's then that you realize, okay, now you have something that is generating revenue, that is generating what it's supposed to do, and you have like 300 concurrent viewers and people donating in super chat. Of course, you can donate super chats whenever you want, like right now, and you now make like, I don't know, every week thousands of euros of super chat. All these things, it takes a lot of time, and a lot of people, especially in the world of today, a lot of people are in the lack of attention. People say the attention economy, but I'm starting to call it the lack of attention economy. People don't have attention. People don't have attention span. People don't have memory. People don't have, like most of us, we watch so much photos on Instagram that none of us remember the first photo we saw this morning. None of us. And tomorrow there's another bunch of photos. You see what I mean? Hey, Chris. And a lot of people are part of this thing where another thing that people have is because of everybody's wired for instant gratification. Most people, they don't take the time to make things work. They don't take the time to let things, let things become what they have to become. And they want right now money, right now success, right now, where I'm the type of person, and maybe because I've been in the business of creating content long enough, I'm the type of person that takes the time to build things. And it's for example, back in 2007, I was making a lot of money doing shows. I had like 2 shows every week minimum. I was taking the plane a minimum 8 times every month, minimum. And I could have just been there doing all my shows and making everything for this to never stop. But I was saying to myself, okay, what is next? Like, I have these albums, people love my songs, but people more and more, every time I do a song like One Love, every time I do a song like Something Going On, every time I do a song like On Dit Quoi, Love de Toi, Fiona, Motema, Diamonds, every time I do those songs, people, they kind of stop in those songs. They are like, One Love is my song, and then from you, they only have another 5 slots, because One Love will stay forever their song for this. And then once you did 6 songs, so Love de Toi, Bien plus fort que mes mots, One Love, Fiona, Something Going On, for example, or Question My Heart. Once you have done these 5 songs, in the heart of the person, there's no more space for you. You are now the singer of those songs, and everything else you will do, it's not that they don't appreciate, it's just that there's no more space. So you're going to start doing new songs, and the people are still asking you to come perform and to sing the same songs. And then you get frustrated because every time you do new songs, you are hoping to get the same success as the old songs, and you don't. And it's not because your songs are not nice. is just because people have, for people, you are that person of that thing. And then in your age group, you just become the person who sang those songs. It doesn't mean that in the next 20 years you cannot do some new songs. It doesn't mean that. It just means that you have to understand how humans work, and how, yeah, most of the time you're gonna have one or two shots. And when you are like me and you have the chance to have 20 songs like this that are timeless songs, and you keep having songs that are working, you have to start work. You're gonna perform for another. So it was 2007. So I was still going to perform for another 10 years at that time. And it's around 2017 that my shows start decreasing in terms of what up, Pete? I'll do it. Buy low, sell high. So at that time, I didn't know, of course, but I still had 10 years. I still had 10 years where I would have shows every week for the next 10 years, plus successes in production and stuff. But that's when I start doing singles and working for just online content. That's when I started really like pushing vlogs on my YouTube channel, pushing singles on iTunes. At that time, it was before Spotify, so it was a lot of singles on iTunes. And I started not releasing music only when I had albums, but also releasing music just out of nowhere. And maybe as I started also the first covers, and I start creating revenue on the side. And I remember at that time, I was making much more money from shows and producing other artists than online. But I was still starting to make, a little 300 every month. And then I was like, that's very interesting, because the money from the online is more steady. It comes, it's recurrent, it's passive. You don't have to do anything. You just have to have songs, and every month it's gonna be like 300. And at that time, that was not main money for me. It was just after like 8 months, I would look, oh, there's 5,000 now. Okay, let me cash in. But I would let it there and forget about it while I was doing other things. See what I mean? So what I do for Future Sound. And at that time, I start really focusing on creating that content. YouTube content, music content, singles. I created all my other names, Janamari, Diamantero, Monsieur de Shada, and I started like pushing music out. And everybody was like, what, why are you doing this? This is useless. Oh, you do music without music videos, like that. And I was like, nah, guys, I'm creating a catalog, and I'm working on growth. I'm really working on creating more and more and more and more content for the future. And most people didn't understand what I was doing. And around 2012, I was now generating 1,200 euros from music content every month, and I was generating maybe 1,000 euros from YouTube content every month. So I was already like, okay, when there's no show, I know I'm paying my rent. I know I'm okay. And then I start working, and I was like, I was setting myself goals. I was like, okay, at the end of this year, I have to make 3,000 per month from that content. Then I was like, hey, I have to do 5,000. Then I have to, et cetera, et cetera. And until today, I'm still setting goals. Every time I reach a level, I consolidate and I'm going to the next. But what is the most important is the fact that I never stopped to look at my content strategy. I never stopped to look at it in a form of, oh, how many people are watching? Oh my God, only 15 people? Oh, it's not working. No, I was like, one more song, one more vlog, one more episode. And it's only when the show started going down and I was starting to do it. And of course, I moved to another country, so I couldn't do like shows in France like before, when, people don't have a problem paying you a train or a plane to go to south of France. But when it's to go to Portugal, sometimes they're like, oh, the ticket is too much, which makes no sense. But that was exactly the kind of thing that were frustrating me, that most of these people are always trying to pay you less and less and less money, and you don't control because it's their money. And in my head, I was like, no, I want to focus and put my energy on something that I can control. And by the time my show started decreasing in numbers, and I started having only one show a month, one show every 2 months, etc., that's when I started. That's when I started making more money from my online content than making money from going around the world and performing. Of course, you make more money. Like, even if your cachet is 1,000, you're gonna make more money. You're gonna make money faster by doing 1,000, of course, because it's 45 minutes of a show. Take the plane, blah, 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 blah. You go somewhere, you go to Holland, for example. So you have 2 hours of flight, you land, you go to the hotel, you sleep, you wake up at 2 a.m., you arrive to the club at 2:30, you perform at 3. At 4, you at the hotel with 1,000 euros. So that's, and you back home the next day. 10 a.m., you at home, chilling, and you have 1,000. So 48 hours, you make 1,000. That's amazing. But when you are in the beginning of your career, you're gonna make these 1,000 very easy, because a lot of people are calling you. Everybody wants to see you. All the clubs want to have you because everybody's asking for you, and you are the thing of the moment. But 20 years later, you're in your 40s, and you're not new anymore, because by definition, everybody is new only one time. And everybody's going to be excited to see you the first time. But after 20 times seeing you, we are humans. We get used to everything. You enjoy, you're happy to see, or maybe after a few years, when your songs become gold, people are happy to listen to the good old songs, because everybody's old. Everybody who grew up with you, if you are 45, they're 45 as well. And they're like, oh my God, One Love, University, back in the days, 2003. But in the meantime, you always risk the person who's giving you 1,000 to stop giving you 1,000, because they're like, you don't have a new song, or you old, or even worse, maybe the person who's giving you 1,000 is your fan, and in 10 years, this person goes back to regular work, or stop working at this club, or go back to another country, whatever, life. And now you end up having a new guy who arrives, and he's the one in charge of shows, and he's like, Kaysha? Nah. I want the new guys. Not this old guy. And this is completely possible. And all of a sudden, you don't see the 1,000. So if you rely on that, you fucked. And the good thing that I did in my head, and because of the way I think, is that when it's working, I'm thinking of the next thing. Perspective. I always have perspectives. So I was like, okay, it's great. I'm making all this money, but the money from the digital, it comes every month. And if I work the money from the digital and I work it hard, maybe eventually at a point, I will make more money from the digital than the shows. Then the shows will be an option. And if somebody wants me, instead of asking for 1,000, I will ask for 5,000 or 10,000, because I'll be like, I don't need to do that show. And if you want me, it's because, yeah, you're gonna have to pay my price. So it's fictional numbers, right? But it can be 1,000, it can be 100, it can be 500. Everyone has the price that the market is accepting to pay them. But once you put yourself in a position where you can say no, then your price can go up. Or maybe if you say no and your price doesn't go up, it means the market is not ready for that. But after doing all the singles that I did, by 2017, I didn't care if I would do a show now. I didn't care, because I was making 2 times more money than when I was doing 8 shows every month. And I was making way more money by just staying in my house, going to the beach, running, going to the gym, and living the life. And because I created all this content from 2003 until 2017. And this is what I call understanding how you grow and understanding how to take the time, to put hours every day on your content. A lot of people, they want a success, but they don't put the hours. And to those people, I tell them, quit. There's no point of wanting to create stuff and not putting the hours. When I arrived in Portugal in 2012, I knew nobody and I didn't care. I got myself a beautiful penthouse with view on the sea, beautiful house. And I went like not in Lisbon, just 30 minutes outside of Lisbon. And I knew like maybe 4 or 5 people here. So I was doing some shows and I would just take the plane to travel, but I would be based in Lisbon. But what I would do every day, I would do music. I would create new brands like Diamantero, Angel City, and I would do music. Put out music, boom. Put out music, boom. And I remember at that time in France, a lot of the other artists who were, since I was number 1 for a long time, a lot of the artists who were number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or all these people who were like amazing singers, they were happy that I left the business or the market, because for them it was, the fake singer with auto-tune is out now. It's us. Give me the fucking crown. But me, I was like, enjoy the Titanic, because I understood that the market for shows and doing shows in those locations, it was over. I understood it was over, and I understood it was time to go to the next level. And most of these people, I was hearing noise. I still have spies everywhere. So I was hearing, he moved to Portugal, country for poor people because he don't have money. And look, he's releasing singles. Lol. Me, I'm doing albums. Yeah. Today, all these people, they're crying. There's a pandemic. Because there's a pandemic, there's no shows at all. And because there's no shows, there's no money made. And because all these people, they were saying, oh, look, I make this video that cost me 8,000. Yeah, it's nice, but who's paying? I was making videos for 1,005, but I bought this camera. And with this camera, that cost me 1,005 for the camera and another 1,005 for the lens. I was having movie quality video, and I was having beautiful quality. So since I was in Portugal, I didn't have to travel to shoot videos. And every time I would have to do a show in another country, I would bring my camera. And hey, what do I need to shoot a video? A nice girl or some dancers and my camera. And yeah, nice girl, give her 100 euros. You find somebody in your club after your show. Hey, listen, you're beautiful, you want to do a video? Oh, I'd love to. Well, listen, I'll give you 100. We'll give you 100 euros. Wow, amazing. Sure, let's go. Okay, I need a nice room, for example, to shoot. I want to do maybe something. But turns out I have a suite. That they book for me since I'm staying in. So I'm going to use the suite. There's a living room there, so I'm going to do some playbacks there. I'm going to do some stuff with the girl there. And then, turns out there's a beach down there. Okay, let's go to the beach. Bring a bikini. We do some shots at the beach. And then, let's go to some place and shoot something. Boom. You shoot everything yourself. And yeah, listen, you buy the program. Final Cut Pro costs 300. I start cutting my videos myself. Most of my videos that you see in the last 10 years, I either shoot myself or direct with somebody, but most of the time I shot myself and I edit myself. And yeah, usually it costs me 100 for the girl, 0 for traveling because I'm using a show, and then let's say 500 euros of budget, of real things that you're paying. And then I would have those videos, I would put them on my channel, my YouTube channel. And all these videos, yeah, they had 1 million views, all of them. But those people, what were they saying? The rest of the Zouk and Kizomba artists. My video costs 6,000. On my video, I have this, I have that, I'm shooting in red. And yeah, I was like, this shoots 4K. This shoots 4K. So yeah, but me, I'm shooting in red and I have this and my video costs that much. And But then I would ask questions to those artists. Who paid for your video? Oh, my label paid for it. Okay. Where is the video? Oh, it's on the channel of the label. Okay. So how much you make every time the video plays on YouTube? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to tell you, if the label pays you, they will pay you 6% of how much the video plays. So if you have 1 million views or 10 million views and there's $40,000 that are generated by this video with the 10 million views, you will get 6% of 40,000. So 6% of 40,000 is 2,200. Wow. If my video makes just 1 million views, I will make more money than you. And because all my videos are on my channel, then you have, and yeah, but my video make 10 million views. Yeah, but you don't make money from those million views. The label makes money from those views. It's not even on your channel. My videos are on my channel, meaning that if my video makes 1 million views, even if your video makes 10 million views, I'm gonna make money from one videos, but because I make a lot of small videos and they all made 1 million views, I got 20 videos with 1 million views. That's 20 million views. 20 million views, that's 50 to 60,000 euros. And from those 60,000 euros, I make 100% because I own everything on my channel and I get paid by YouTube directly. So you choose. Do you prefer to be in my shoes or your shoes? Because you're in the shoes of numbers. I got X amount of people follow me on YouTube, X amount of people follow me on Instagram, X amount of people watch my videos. My video has X amount of views. My song on Spotify has X millions of views. And I'm like, yeah, great. Amazing numbers. Look at you. You only have 100,000 views on your video. Yes, but I make 100% from the money generated and you make 6%. Let's say your label is generous, just for the sake of making the numbers simple. Let's say you make 10%. If I make 100,000 views with a video, I will make 300 euros. You make 1 million views, your label will make 5,000, and then they will give you 10%. That's 500. That's the difference. And if you sell 100,000 albums at $10, that's how much we sell to the Fnac and the stores, Virgin Megastore, etc. If you make 100,000 albums, you will get the label will make 1 million, and they will pay you 6%. So 6% from 1 million, that's 60,000. That's how much you make. If I sell only 20,000 albums as an independent artist, I will make 200,000 because I make 100% of the money. And at that moment, those people didn't understand because they were looking at numbers and I was looking at growth and I was looking at catalog. And every time they would wait because they were performing, etc., I was releasing singles. And not only singles by me. I was releasing Elisio music, Sumia music, Kaysha music, ABG music. The music you hear in the back, I was releasing that as well. I was releasing artists under 6 different music under 6 different names that I didn't even promote because I wanted those artists like Diamantero, like Gian Amari to find their public because it was not my Kaysha music. And and all that was money generated. And at a point when you have those people who were talking a lot, they had 20 songs on catalog. Most of these artists have 20 songs. They have 1 or 2 or 3 albums. And all these albums are old now. And I still have songs that from my latest albums, like Malembe Malembe, that have 1 million streams on Spotify. Most of these artists, their bigger song have 200,000 streams, 100,000 streams, and they don't make money from these because they get percentages. And this is what changes everything. Because if you have 30 songs that belong to somebody else, and I have 500 songs that belong to me, I'm generating 10,000 every month when you are generating nothing. If we are in a pandemic. During the pandemic, I created It's gonna be almost a year. We are at episode 98. I created 98 episodes of Club Shada. Then I did the highlights. That's probably 600 to 700 videos, small videos of 10 minutes with the main highlights, the clips from the show. And most people will look at you don't have that many people watching. Oh, it's a small show. Who watches you? Blah, blah, blah. And for me, I see it the same way as I hear the people that were talking to me in 2008. I'm like, guys, in 2030, we talk. When I have 1,000 episodes, and now I have a bunch of people watching because they've been watching for all this time, and I have, super chats are flowing, and this became my main business. We talk because I'm in my house. I'm creating content from my house. It doesn't cost me, other than the electricity and the internet, it doesn't cost me nothing to come in front of my camera and talk. I invested in this camera with the money of the super chat. And thank you so much to all the sponsors who are donating via the super chat, because I took all the super chats that I did in this year, and I bought this camera. The camera and the lens cost me $1,200, and I just bought it. This microphone cost me 200 something, less than 200, 100 and something. And there you go. And I'm creating content, quality. Look at the quality of the image. And this is something that is evergreen content. It means that somebody can discover Club Shada in 10 years. They can come to this channel and they can watch all the episodes. They can go from the beginning and watch the episodes and be like, oh my God, that's amazing. He was talking about this subject. Oh, wow. What he's saying is relevant until today, because I'm talking about growth. I'm talking about subjects that, stuff that you can get these conversation and apply them to your life today, your life yesterday, your life tomorrow. You see, when you talk about independence, when you talk about all the things you did, it doesn't matter if you talk about them today. It doesn't matter if you talk about them tomorrow. And again, the people who are commenting and talking about the things that I do, some of them, they learned. They're like, I remember Nichols and his manager, they told me one day, they're like, us, when Kaysha does something, we just copy. Sometimes we don't know why you do things, but we just follow. We look at what you do and we just do. You have a YouTube channel, we have a YouTube channel. He does vlogs, we do vlogs. The only thing that they told me is this: I'm hard to follow because I work so hard on my craft that at a point they're like, what fuck? And the problem with a lot of people, a lot of artists, a lot of people who want to get inside of the content space, inside of the YouTube space, is that they don't have the drive. They're lazy. Listen, I have been releasing one single every week since August of last year. And a lot of people, they're going to release 3 singles and then they're going to be like, no, it's too much work. Or they're going to do a live, 1 live, 2 live, and then they're going to be like, oh my God, I only have 300 people. What the fuck is this? And listen, sometimes I'm going to do a Club Shada and I'm going to have 300 people watching, 400 people watching. And sometimes, like today, I'm going to have 165. And to me, it's fine because it's one more episode. That's how I see it. It's one more episode, and I'm caring about the people who are watching. and the people who will watch tomorrow, or maybe the people who will watch in 5 years. And how do you know? How do you know if one day Spotify arrives, send you an email, they want to meet you and they say, listen, we love Club Shada. We have a podcast division. We need an African person who speaks the things of the future. And hey, we want you to remove every episode of Club Shada from, let's say I have 300 episodes. We want you to remove every episode from Club Shada from YouTube and you put in our new platform. We want to do a YouTube competition. We want everything to be streamable. You will be paid the same as YouTube pays you for the views and the music you use. We will pay just like if it was a stream, etc., etc. And we want these to be in our new app. We're going to have an app in every TV that can play music and can also play videos just like YouTube. And people will be able to comment, put some super. We're doing everything that YouTube does. We will do it. And you keep your content, it's yours. But we just want to buy the exclusivity of you coming to our platform. And we will give you $3 million, $4 million, $5 million to move there and to put your show there and bring all your people. I'm packing. I'm like, all right, let's go. But if you don't do the work, if you don't take these 10 years to create this catalog, they're not gonna call you. They don't care about you. They're gonna 3 episodes and then he gave up. I'm not interested. They're gonna come. They see, wow, 300 episodes plus 3,000 small highlights plus people who come and they watch him talk for hours about various subjects. Wow. Yeah, we want to buy the whole thing. And that's the difference between thinking small term, short term, and thinking long term. And of course, I understand. Some people will say, yeah, it's easy to talk when you are in your position and then that you can just do 200 shows without making any money. But that's not true that I'm not making money. I make money from, look, it's here. Mike Phoenix, 26. Bodhisattva, $11, thank you. Mike Music, $4.99, thank you. Mike Phoenix again, 26. Oh, Mike again, damn it. 26 every day. Oh, Mike again. That's why he's the royalty. You see what I mean? This is money being made. Somebody will see that and say, well, it's not a lot of money. Every penny counts. 1,000 can be 1,000 times 1 or can be 1 time 1,000. If you are somebody who think long term like me, you understand that it takes dedication to start something and turn it into a business. You can be lucky and it explodes from the beginning for whatever reason, or you can be grinding for a long time and then you consolidate, meaning that some of you have been here since episode 1. Some of you have been here since the first episode, and it's fine. What's important is that you care about the numbers, but you care about the numbers as a whole. You look at the big picture. And for the people who tell me it's easy to talk when you make a lot of money from your streams on Spotify, I will tell them, I make a lot of money from my stream on Spotify because the same way I'm building the Club Shada, that's exactly how I built my catalog on Spotify. I have probably 400 to 500 songs that belong to me that are streaming every day. And some of these songs, they just generate €1 per day. But if you multiply by 500, that's how you start making real money. And same thing for then the people would say, yeah, but yeah, when you were doing all these songs, it was easy because you had a lot of shows. And I would be like, yeah, I had a lot of shows because I work on the Kaysha brand for a long time. I started doing my show, I was 18. It was 1992 in Brussels at Écume de Nuit. That's when I did my first show in front of people. And since then, between 1992 and 1996, I performed for free for 4 years. Every Friday, every Saturday in Paris. We went to every party, freestyle shows, and then we started having songs. And then I have some songs that were hits, and I didn't know how to release music. And I have songs like Give Me the Mic So I Can Rock that never came out, but everybody knew that song in 92, 93, 94. I have me, Dreadlocks, performing in clubs. So when my album came out, it was not a stranger. It was somebody that built his name from performing every week and at the same time going to school. And what happened was that when the album came out, it sold 100,000. That's $1 million euros. And it's even worse. At that time, it was in francs. So one album was like 100 francs. So that was like hundreds of millions. But let's keep talking in euros. I do my album, 98, comes out, does 100,000. It gets its gold. I get a Sony and the label where I was signed to. They make $1 million. They make $1 million, and they give me 100K. And wow, amazing, 100K. That's beautiful, right? But me, I'm like, wait a minute. There's 900K that just. So what did I do? I took my 100K. I bought a new computer. I bought a microphone. I bought keyboards. I bought a new sampler. I bought 50,000 euros of equipment because back in the days it cost a lot of money. I bought 50,000 of equipment, and then I started doing a lot of shows. And every time I would do a show, I would, buy myself some nice stuff, whatever. But I would also put some money into gear. I would always upgrade my gear. Second album was a failure. So I think we only sold 5,000. Yeah. I left for 4 years. I moved to Belgium. I was still doing some shows, but I created the Angel City. I started making those music that you hear in the back. And I would sell them in the site called mp3.com. And I would just do singles or small albums of 10 songs. And I would sell them in MP3 to rappers who were trying to do demos. And I would have and it was my first independent stuff. When I came back in 2003 with my album It's a Love, 2004 with African Bohemian, and 2006 with Legendary, those are my 3 most popular albums. I came out as an independent book on a 60-40 deal with Section Zouk. So now instead of making 6%, 8% per album sold, I was making 60%, and they were making 40%. And I have access in exchange. I have access to studio, etc., etc. And they were doing all the marketing, etc. And me, I was making money from my show, and I signed a deal, and I said I want 100% from the digital. And back then, nobody cared about the digital, so they said yes. Today, they're like, fuck. But I started making money from putting my music on CD Baby, and CD Baby put my music on iTunes, put my music on the different platforms you had at that time. And I was like, hey, look, I made 50 euros on iTunes. That's so cool. And they were like, lol. Yo, I'm putting there's this new thing called YouTube. I just put my videos there. And they were like, yeah, but don't put the music there. Like, we're trying to sell DVDs. And I was like, no, this is the future. And I started working on my YouTube channel since 2005 or 2006. And this is the difference between the way I work and the way other people work. Because with the money from my free albums, I went back to my first label and I said, hey, I would like to buy the masters. And because for the guys who produced my first two albums, yeah, the albums have been sold already. Nobody's gonna buy more. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, you can have your albums. We don't care. Like, give us something. And because for them, they were like, yeah, we already sold all these albums. We don't know what he's gonna do with them, but yeah, maybe he's gonna print another 500 and make his money. Yeah, it's okay. Take your albums. So now I own all my masters. So I put everything in the digital. And all of a sudden, instead of having like only 3 albums of Kaysha in the digital, I have now 5 albums of Kaysha. And everybody who didn't have the chance to buy my CDs of my first albums, they now have a chance to buy them on iTunes. And all of a sudden, instead of making, I don't know how much I was making at that time, I was making, 200 euros per month from iTunes. I started making 250 because a lot of people wanted to have my first album, or some people had it and they lost it, or whatever, or somebody stole it from them. Then I started producing other artists. And again, a lot of artists that I grew up with. I grew up not as a child, but I grew up professionally with. A lot of them, when they made a lot of money, they would go to the clubs, perform, meet a nice girl, and take the money from the show and travel with that nice girl somewhere because they wanted to impress them. Then they would put all their money in trying to fuck nice girls. And or they would try to impress people that don't like them. So they would go to the club, buy bottles, and show off for other people. Me, I was like, my week was Friday. I'm taking the plane, or the train, and I'm going either somewhere in France or Belgium or Holland or Switzerland or somewhere in the Benelux, Germany or Portugal or Africa or in the US. I'm going to perform. I perform Friday, I perform Saturday. Sunday, I'm in my plane coming back. All the money I made, I didn't touch it. Coming back with my money, put it in the bank, pay stuff that I have to pay. Rule number 1, paying the rent. Pay the rent. I would not go to club to pay for bottles to impress people that I don't like and they don't like me. I would go to clubs where people would, oh my God, Kaysha is here. Let's offer you a bottle. Thank you. And I would drink for free. And the thing is, I don't drink alcohol. So usually it would be the friend around me who would drink those bottles. Me, I would drink juice. And everywhere I would go, because I'm cool, because the owners, they like me, because back in the days, even when it exploded, I accepted to sing for low prices for them. Everywhere I would go, people would offer me drinks. So I was not spending my money to impress people I don't like, and they don't like me. So this money, I would do something else with it. Then on Sunday, I'm out of the club. Monday, I'm in the studio with Sumia. Tuesday, I'm in the studio with Sumia. Wednesday, I'm in the studio with Elisio. Thursday, I'm in the studio with ABG. Friday, I'm in the plane again. And that would be my week. And I would be creating content. Then 2003, all these albums came out. My album number 3, Sumia's album, Elisio's album, ABG's album in 2004. What happened? Everything exploded. Now I was making money from my content, but I was also making money from other artists' content. And I own all that music. And I was also creating the beats for all these artists. There was one year when I made the beats, 100% of the beat from 4 albums. What happens when you do that? When you do that, you end up having 4 albums of 15 songs. So that's 60 songs. Now you have 60 songs where you are the author or the composer. What happens? Every time you sell a CD, you have to understand one thing. In a CD of 10 euros, you have 2 euros that are the cost of fabrication. Inside of the cost of fabrication, there's 1 euro that is the money from the copyright. So every time you print one CD to sell for 10 euros, you have to pay 2 euros per CDs. One for the creation of the CD and another one to pay for the composers and authors. So let's say I do an album of Sumia, plus an album from Elisio, plus an album from me, plus an album from ABG in 1 year. And we sell roughly 60,000 of me, plus another 40,000 from Elisio and ABG as small independent artists. We have to print 100,000 CDs to sell them. So when you print 100,000 CD, it's going to cost you 200,000. Inside of those 200,000, there's 100,000 that goes to the Copyright Society, SACEM, or SPA if you're in Portugal, or PRS if you're in London, or ASCAP BMI if you are, or SABAM if you're in Belgium, whatever. Those 100,000, they go to those companies, and those companies send the money to the writers and composer. Well, I'm the writer and composer as well from my songs, and I have 50% of all the songs from these artists since I composed all the songs. So after 1 year, when the money comes back, you receive a check from 50,000. And now you are making money from copyrights, you are making money from radio plays, you are making money from sales, and you are performing. And every time your artists are performing, the artists you work with or the artists that you created song for, the clubs have to pay the copyright as well. And this money comes back to you as well. So all this means that if you work hard on your craft, you can start generating money, but it doesn't come in one day. And this is my problem with the people of today. They don't want to put the hours. They don't want to put hours, and they want to be retributed. There's a lot of people all of a sudden. What happened? People are coming late now. Hi, 200 people. All of a sudden, instead of having just the money from my shows, I was making more money from other people and from passive income. And that's when I started my shada wear. And it's never something that I put a lot of work in. I create everything myself. But yeah, sometimes on a Sunday I'm gonna create some T-shirts and then put them some sales, and I don't really check. I don't. It's not like my main business. But at a point I was like, oh shit, this shit is making 500 every month. Oh, because as I was wearing my T-shirts in my shows, in my things, people were starting to go buy my T-shirts. And all this is just to say that who I am today and what I created and what I make every month has nothing to do with chance. It's not luck. It has nothing to do with luck. It's a question of work and growth. You see what I mean? What I do, my sister Ellis. It's a question of putting the hours on your passion. You want to be a cook? Put the hours. You want to be, you want to go to the gym and have muscles? Put the hours. You want to sing? Put the hours. You want to become the best producer? Do like Malcolm Beats. Malcolm Beats releases one instrumental on Spotify every single week. Does it bring life-changing money today? No. But in 5 years, he's gonna have so many songs out there that he's gonna just sit down and he's gonna pay his rent, he's gonna pay everything he needs. You see what I mean? Because everybody's thinking that, I'm gonna be lucky, I'm gonna do this one song and it's gonna explode. And then you put all your force, all your energy in one song or one project or one vlog or one video or one live show. Once you put all your energy in there, you see that nothing happened. And now they're like, okay, let's do the next one. But you don't have any stamina anymore. You don't have the energy anymore. And it's over. You don't have the force to do more. And then you abandon. You do 1, 2, 3 episodes, you abandon. Because you don't have a mental. You don't have in the mental. You didn't visualize that, yeah, it's going to take you a few years. But once it reached the potential that you think, it's gonna explode. And that's it. That is my problem with a lot of people, a lot of artists, a lot of people that I know from a long time. They had hits, they became lazy. They spend their money on stupid things, and they didn't think about tomorrow. And they had managers telling them, yeah, you're the best. You're going to be the best forever. It's going to be you. You're always going to be number one. Me, I was like, number one. Fuck, that's cold. Me, I was like, yeah, number one. Yeah, Kaysha, you're the best. You're amazing. You're number one. Look at this. Look, everybody's jealous of you. Nobody can be. But I was like, guys, I'm not interested in all that bullshit. You don't need to come and lick my ass. What I'm interested in is quality content and catalog, because I believe that if I can work to a point where I don't need to do shows anymore, that's when I'm going to enjoy music again. Because the big problem about music is that before you do a hit, you do music for your pleasure and you have dreams and etc. But you really are like, just make music because you just want to make music. And you don't really flock to one style. You just do what you feel. And then you do one hit. And wow, it works. Then you do something else, it doesn't work. Then you go back here, it works. And now you feel forced to give the people the hit. And as a creator, you kind of, when you would like to expand, but people, they're like, no, we like this. Once you've put enough work for enough years and you continue to create, and now you create a catalog that generates you enough money to feed yourself, pay your rent, feed your family, pay for the school of your children, and put food in their mouth, you can go back to making music for pleasure, like I am today. I make music. Listen, if I stop making music right now and I don't release nothing anymore for the next 5 years, my YouTube channel has 4,000 videos. It's gonna keep making the amount of money it generates every month. My Spotify and etc., Apple Music and all my catalog that is there, all the songs that are created for the Sumia, the ABG, the Elisio, all these songs, they're there. People are playing them every day. They play. And every month, cha-ching, it comes down. So I can't just be there and decide that I wanna become the best cook in the world, and I can take 5 years to become the best chef, and I will just start learning how to cook for real and create those things and like take the time, and I will just invest the money I make from music. I will invest that money in buying the best I don't know how you say poêle, Portuguese panela. Anyway, I will buy all the kitchen stuff, and I will do me a great kitchen. And then I will start cooking. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna film the process. I'm gonna film everything. And every time I'm gonna do a dish, I'm gonna film it with this exact camera and that camera. And sometimes I will do cooking live with Kaysha. And I'll be cooking. And people will come to see me cook. Trust me. I've been on YouTube watching people cook, and I'm like, and you cook at a point, your cooking YouTube channel, or maybe on your same channel, all of a sudden, you make millions of views from cooking. And because you make millions of views from cooking, people will start inviting you to, cook in their restaurants. Or maybe people will say, hey, listen, I love what you cook, I would buy it. And all of a sudden, you can either open a small restaurant, or you can do a thing where people can order Uber Eats from the things that you cook. But all this is the same thing, is the growth, is how much hours you put into it and how far you can see. The problem of all the artists that I met, a lot of them, until today, they don't look far, they don't see far. I think they see up to here. That's all they see. My next single, and that's it. Listen, I have 11 songs for not this album, the next one, because I passed 50 songs long time from this album. I'm already working on the next album as well, choosing which song go to what album, and I'm also doing a lot of other things that are outside of music, and I don't talk about them because it's too early. And I'm also thinking about movies, series, Netflix, Amazon, all these, Apple Music, Apple TV, Disney Plus, all these platforms. They're looking for content because they need people to pay every single month. And for that, they need to have content. For the crazy people who watch like everything, like when there's a new series, they're gonna watch everything in 3 days. Then they're like, what's next? What's next? If there's nothing to see, they complain. They start like, I'm leaving this place. There's nothing to watch. Because they are like, the new economy. People will just, and those people, those platforms like YouTube, they need content. Look, guys, where are you? You on YouTube. You here on YouTube, and I'm keeping you here on this platform that belongs to them. And because they know that I'm keeping you here, there's probably an ad somewhere that you are seeing. Even if you don't click on them, there's an ad somewhere where you are seeing from your phone, from your screen, whatever. There's an ad somewhere. Or there's going to be an ad when somebody's going to watch the replay. There's going to be some ads, right? And because of this the platform is seeing that, yo, when Kaysha is live, Ellis, Joel, Chad, Bruno, they're here. They stay here for hours watching him, and they look at our ads. So the next time I'll be live, you guys will receive a notification. Or if you're on YouTube, yeah, they will show you, hey, that guy you like, he's live. So the platform is showing you what you like to see because they want to show you ads. And they are showing you my content and retributing me for that because I'm giving you the public. I'm giving them the public. Once you understand this relationship between what you want and what the platform want and what the people who are watching want, you win. And I'm 100%. I created a channel for my wife. So she kind of abandoned the channel now, but just for you to see. Just to give you an example of. So when we created that channel, I told her, listen, I'll take care of all the logistic. I'll take care of all the everything, money, creation, whatever, the network, whatever. I created that. You take care of doing your content. It took us 1 year to have 82,000 followers. And yeah, look, yeah, you know, our wedding, our thing, her and her sister.
Olá pessoal, sejam bem-vindos ao meu canal. Hoje temos a nossa convidada especial, que é a minha maninha. É a primeira vez dela aqui, a primeira de muitas.
And yeah, you know. Wait, listen to the music. Wait. What is the music? It's my music. So what does it mean? We are using my music, so a synergy, so that people who like the music, they can Shazam and they can click and they will go where? To the music of Diamantero. Who's Diamantero? That's me. And a lot of people discovered Diamantero from this video. And then the most she had, I think she has a video, this video, look. 1 million views. And what does she do?
Olá a todos e bem-vindos ao meu canal.
She's just showing people how she create crochet, whatever. Music by me, of course. And now she shows how she's putting this type of hair, etc., etc. And 1 million views, 2,000 comments. All this in 1 year. You see what I mean? And this channel, so that's the kind of example of things that, let me put by my music. So for example, what I'm doing now, I'm working on with my friend from Congo. And we have this channel that for now we have 4,000 subscribers. So it's a music channel for Congolese music, but I want here to have some live shows as well. I want to have more stuff. I want to have more content that is geared towards Congolese and African French-speaking communities. And those are places where you can grow. But all this takes one thing: vision and hard work, nothing else. If you're not ready to put the vision and the hard work, quit. That there's no other way to do it. Like, you might be lucky and have a hit quick, but when you have your hit quick, you don't know how you made a hit. So you're gonna have this great song, and then after a few months, people gonna ask you how another great song, and you're not gonna know how it became great, because it's gonna be luck. When you put the work and you become a master at crafting, you can become the best at anything. Before this show last year, I never did. I did some live streams, but never like this. Never like 2 times a week there on time and pushing content. I never did that. And I didn't even invest in doing it. But once I decide, okay, this is a pandemic, this is the best moment to start this. Once I decide that, I just been working on it, and we'll see. Hey, mate, who knows? But I never count how much money I generated from all the videos I have. I probably have 1,000 videos from Club Shada if I count the every episode, plus I don't even know how many. Let me check. So I have, in terms of episodes, we have live. So this is the one of today. We have we have 98 episodes that I know, but then in my playlist called Club Shada clips, see, I have 350 clips. So that's 350 videos that have been created in 1 year, plus the 100 episode. That's 450 videos that have been created in 1 year. A lot of people, they hear the talk, but they just had 0 videos in their channels. Some of them, they don't even own channels. This is the difference. You hear, you made 450 videos. It means that you give me another year, and don't forget, the first 50 episodes, I didn't create no highlights. I still have to. When I have time, I might just take the old episodes and start cutting them in highlights. But if you just understand that I started creating the highlights probably at episode 60, that's when I started, like, after every episode, cut them in, like this conversation tonight, I'm gonna cut them in small pieces. But imagine, give me another year, I'm gonna have another 100 episodes. That's gonna be 200 videos, plus probably 700 to 1,000 highlights. That's gonna be 2,000 videos from Club Shada. That's 2,000 pieces of content generated, and all this content is generating income, because all this content is under YouTube monetization, and all this content is also playing my own music for the people who want to discover, hey, what is playing in the back? Boom, that's money they can make. You see the difference? And this creates a big difference. And after this, it's really after a few years that you can look back at all the content you created and feel like, then you can say, okay, you can even be surprised when you see, oh, this is really generating income, and your YouTube channel is now centered around this. Because until today, my YouTube channel generates more money from the music videos, all the old music videos that are there. And what I'm trying to do is move it to making money from Club Shada. Oh, thank you so much, Emmanuel. When his body's more I'm joking. I'm joking. And it's it's this thing where you can now create content around you and around your brand, and then you can start at even if when you got enough people who, let's say you have somebody who has a brand and they watch these things, they can be like, hey, I want my logo here. How much is it? And boom, you can generate money. Hey, like, I know you wear your own t-shirt, but how much would it cost for you to wear something that I designed and talk about it? Oh, how many episodes? Money generated. Hey, I love the way you talk. I would love you to come to my conference and talk the same thing about just everything you just said. Could you do it in like a 1 hour conference, keynote? Can you do this? Yeah, but what do you want? No, the same thing. All the things that I've just seen in this video. How much do we pay you to come say this in Istanbul or in Jakarta or in Kinshasa? I don't know. 5,000? Oh yeah. Boom. Oh, I fly business class. Of course. I want a suite. Yeah, of course. And now, instead of going to travel the world to dance and sing for people, you are now traveling the world, to do master classes for people. And it's very interesting because back in the days, I really thought that nobody was interested in that. And one day I got invited by the French state. There's something that they give to artists. It's called les intermittents du spectacle. And back in 2010, I had a conversation with the girl who was taking care of my account, and we were talking about those things. And she was like, "I'm sorry, like, can I invite you to have a conversation with artists?" And I was like, "What you mean, Zouk artists?" And no, artists in general. And I was like, "Oh no, I'm not." And she was like, no, please, like, some things you say, I think they would love to hear it. So I went there. I really thought that it would be horrible. And we talked she asked me a few questions, and then I was just like now on autopilot. I just come, I pick a subject 10 minutes before the show, and then I just talk. And listen, after this thing, this should be your job. But at that time, I was performing so much but everybody at the end, everybody was clapping. And then I got invited by YouTube as well to do it in YouTube France. Same thing, to go and talk about my channel, about my growth strategies and those things. And people were like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." And I was like, and even some labels, they were like, "Yo, yeah, we love what you do. Like, you should become a consultant," all these things. And I was like, no, I'm too busy performing. Not that I don't perform anymore. There's so many things I can do from what I'm doing right now. Not only here by monetizing the content, but then outside of the content, this is a great publicity for Kaysha, the teacher, Kaysha, the visionaire, Kaysha, the digital sensei. There's really, like, every time I do a club shada, I have some people sending me private messages on Instagram telling me, "Oh, I respected you as an artist, but wow, like, I respect the brains. There's really, like, some genius going out in there, and, like, you should be a consultant, you should do this, you should do that, you should do conferences, and etc." And so this is why, to me, I think the most important is really taking care of your process. falling in love with the process instead of looking at the numbers, looking at the how much am I making from my super chat every day? Oh my God, I only make this. Or no, this is not important. What is important is just working, coming, showing up, working, coming, showing up, working, creating content, pushing, storing, and the more you do, at a point, there's a moment where there's a click, and it's not up to you to decide when, but when it arrives, you're ready. Because a lot of people, when the opportunity comes, they have nothing to give. Listen, like I told you just before, is Spotify knocks at the door right now, and they're like, hey, listen, we have a big content strategy. We are looking for African creators. We don't have that in the platforms. We have 3 million, 4 million, 5 millions. What can you propose for us? I'll tell them. Joel Amen, Dali, Master of Inspiration, Bodhisattva, and Kaysha. That's all of us. We have, I don't know, DJ sets, 112 episodes, and then French societal conversational talk show. There's, I don't know, 50 episodes, 60 episodes, I don't know, I didn't count. And then I have Club Shada, 100 episodes of life coaching and inspiration and commentary about the planet. So all in all, we have, probably with the highlights, probably 1,000 videos that I can do, plus what we're gonna do next. So listen, give me 3 million, and I'm gonna give 1 million to Body, 1 million to my cousins, and we come to your platform, and boom, made. With that money, we can invest maybe in a small studio to shoot our things. We can invest in other shows. We can, instead of having Club Shada with Kaysha once a week or twice a week, can do Club Shada every day with Kaysha sometimes and other people, or just Club Shadas plus other shows. And you come and then you create content, and then they're like, but what else can you do? Oh, we can do documentaries, we can do movies, we can do series. But why are they gonna trust you? Because those people, before they propose to you something, and when they ask you what do you have, they know what you have. They come, they sit, and they watch. They're like, oh wow, this Club Shada thing is interesting. Some of these people might be watching right now. They're like, oh wow, wow, and I like what he said. I like how he talk, and like people are listening. That's interesting. It's like it's inspiring. This guy's inspiring. And then, how many episodes there? Wow, already 100 almost. And then they start watching. Here, this. They watch the episode, and they're like, fuck. I wonder what he would do if he had like a few millions. How he would transform the show. Would it keep doing the same thing, or what would it change? And I wouldn't change the show, because I believe that what makes the show great is the format and the fact that it's inclusive. But I would pay editors to focus on the content and have them doing the highlights. I would maybe get a studio where I could put all the things, so I can shoot without using my living room, and then I would create more content from other shows. I would fill the rest of the day with shows from not Club Shada but other things. And if you don't do the work and you just hear complaining about the world, like a lot of people do, a lot of people who have cameras at home, we all have a camera at home, it's here. then when the people who are interested in you or in your content, when the people who are interested in your content show up, they look, they see, oh, this free video, and they're gone. They're not interested in you. So yeah, that's what I had for you. And I hope you enjoyed. And if you enjoyed, put some fire in the chat. And let me see. I was not even looking at all the comments. No, there was not a lot of comments. So, yeah. Toujours aussi inspirant et précis dans les explications. Merci à toi, l'ami. Ah, merci beaucoup, Julien. Like it. Understanding when the market is not ready for what you have to offer. Very, very important. L'indépendance, la clé de la réussite. Indeed. L'indépendance, telling you. Information, démonstration, inspiration. That's what we do here. What up, Jamie? Hard work and perseverance. Yes, nothing else. I think this is the secret of what I've been doing all this time. I work hard. I work hard, precisely, and I work fast as well. Because you have to be able to be fast. Et si le digital disparaît? How would it? I mean, it's possible. But how? That's the thing. Comment est-ce que le digital pourrait disparaître? Il faut un scénario catastrophe, en fait. But okay, let's imagine the digital disappear. There's no more digital. There's no more YouTube, no more Spotify, no more... All these things disappear. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, they're too far. I'm going to do CDs. Because one song generates 0.0003. You need 1 million streams to generate 3,000 euros, right? But I can sell one CD for 10. So I will take 1,000. I will make one CD. Listen, I have 70 songs that are waiting now, right? So in 20, right now, I would take 20 songs. I will put them in one CD and I will just print 10,000 of them, cost me 20,000. And I would sell the 10,000 CDs and make 100K. Put my 100K in my bank account, and then I take another 20 songs, and then I make another CD, and then I make another, and I will make a third CD, and depending on how much they sell, I can print more and sell more. I go back to the old ways, because you have to understand one thing. I'm super comfortable in the digital world because this is my world. This is the world that is made for my kind of thought. But without the digital, I was making money as well. Back in the days before the digital, I was making money from real sales of real CDs. So I'm not a person that, it just goes back to the way I think. I'm not a person that sits down and cries if the digital disappears. If the digital disappears, I do what the Sushiro motto is. You adapt or you perish. If the digital works, I'll adapt. We're going back to printing CDs. Yeah, listen, if the digital disappears, the Virgin megastores and the Fnacs and the places where you buy CDs will reappear. They reappear, you're there. You go back to generating money from objects. What the digital created, it created a world where this is less relevant And what is relevant is what is inside. This is what is relevant today, the content. But before the digital, the content was used to sell this, the object. So I'm gonna have to make me go get those things, but here's a project that I created with Isa, great artist. So this, the CD had music inside. And back in the days, in the good old days, we would create the music in order to sell this. And if you have enough great songs, or your artists you work with have great songs, then you can sell a lot of these. So if she has a hit in there and you sell 10,000 CDs, it's gonna cost you 20,000 to print those 10,000 CDs. And if you sell all of them for 10 a piece to the Fnac, Virgin Megastore, and etc., you made 100,000. And then from your and then minus the 20,000, that's 80K. With your 80K, you can shoot a video, you can then go on tour, perform, and then when you're done performing, you create another object. You create another album, and back to the thing. And if after selling everything, there's more, you sell more. Nowadays, the same project is here. There she is, Isa. Boom, same thing. And she's here. That's the album, Black Madonna. And now, yeah, you can play it here. And when you play it, yeah, that's right. Sushi roll. Woo! Isa. Black Madonna. Check this. That's right.
A minha está tonta, desorientada. Já me perdi cabeça naquele momento que odiava. A minha está tonta, descontrolada.
You see what I mean? So what is interesting here is that, what was the song I was playing? After the Rain. Yeah. So the only difference is that nowadays, this is not part of the equation anymore. We are now in a world where we play the music directly to the customer. And people go to Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, and they play the music and they don't own it. So instead of selling one CD, one object for 10, like this, people will go to platforms. And so to make 10 euros, right, from your sale. So to generate these 10 euros, you're gonna need to do 10. You need your artist to do. I'm calculating 5,000 stream that you made by selling one CD. When you sell this CD, let's say I sell you this CD, right? Because it's yours, you bought it. So you can play it. You have a friend who wants to listen to it. They can use it, they can come, you can listen with your family. Everybody listen to the same CD, right? If you listen to the song on Spotify 1 million times, I get 3,000. You buy it one time and you listen 1 million times, I get nothing. I mean, I get 10. I always will get 10. But you listen it on the platforms 1,000,000 times, I get 3,000. This is what artists don't understand. So if you own a ton of songs and people are always playing them, you make a lot of 3,000s. And you can now create passive income from this. So to me, because I've been born in between the two ways of making music and selling music, if the digital disappear, which I don't think will happen, frankly, I'm just gonna go back to the old ways: vinyls, cassettes, CDs, and whatever, you know. But trust me, digital is not this. Digital is here to stay. Actually, I don't know how long until we have chip in our brains. We can upload our consciousness inside of the internet, in the blockchain. It's the next level. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Joel. Yeah. Yeah, if we have budget, we just make better shows, I guess. Are you saying tremendous for the million that I'm sending to you soon, or? Hey, Jujuzan. Good night. Sweet dreams. Don't dream of me. Don't dream of me. I'm glad everybody loved it. Hey, Miss Dashu. Listen, you see? Returning person. I guess you enjoyed the show the other time. But you arrive at the end. So you're going to have to watch the replay. Go back from the beginning. And it was an interesting conversation. And I would love to have your opinion on it. We are living in a digital world. I don't think it will disappear someday. But I guess it will be better and better. Better or different, but yeah. This, we're not going back. Like, I mean, it would only take a catastrophic scenario for the world to completely turn into something different, in my opinion. Vinyl is making a comeback. They're selling record players in the supermarkets over here, and an album costs between 25 and 35. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are interested in touching the music again, because this is a difference. You could touch your music. Nowadays, everything is just here. Like, is it here or my daughter put it somewhere? Of course, my daughter moved it somewhere else. It is amazing to be able to touch your memories. You know, that's, it has a different feeling that when you can touch. Or you can just go on your phone and check a lot of the same stuff. Some people will prefer being able to touch things and to be able to, for them it exists because it is touchable. And for me, I don't mind. If I like the fact that I can access to it, I can access this anywhere from my phone, or if I have an internet connection. And and when you don't have an internet connection, you're like, oh shit. Or when you don't have battery, that's when you lose access. So, but imagine a world where they find a way to do a battery that can last, like that can power a phone from a single charge a whole year, for example, or a whole month. The discovery of a battery that could power a house, a phone, a hospital for a whole month from one charge. The discovery of this would change everything. would change transportation, will change and would change the way we like. Yeah, listen, I can store everything on my phone if everything is always accessible. So I think this is the world where we are going, but it's just going to depend of what are the next advances in technology and what people do with them. Thank you, Heather, and thank you for always being here since the first time you came here. You always been with us. I like this. Well, anyway, that's all I had for you tonight. It's 3 a.m. for me. Well, listen, I really hope you enjoyed this conversation and that it inspired you. And what I would love you to do is either here in the chat or maybe when the video is over, you go in the comments and you tell me what is going to be your next grind. What is going to be the thing that you are willing to put 5 years into? What is the thing where you are willing to grind the way I'm grinding, the way you've seen me grind on the Club Shada, which is not my main activity normally. My main activity is writing songs, singing songs, performing songs. And you've seen me go from zero, Club Shada, to now having 300 to 500 people watching this every night, and then another 300-500 people watching it the next day, and then this content being there on my channel and becoming the main content of my channel. You've seen me build this from zero, and I'm still at year 1. We're about to celebrate the episode 100. And this is how I built everything in my career. So I would love to know if this inspires you. Put either in the chat or in the comments after the video is done, or if you watch after this tomorrow in the replay. Put in the chat on the comment. What does this inspires you, and how you are willing to put the hours. If you're not putting the hours, quit, because it's not easy, and people are not here to help you. People are here to look if you are taking their place. If you're taking their place, they want to fuck your dream. Iced tea is nice as well. Becoming an artist? Nice. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Anyway, my people, it's 3 a.m. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm very thankful for the 300 people who watched me tonight. And I'm gonna leave you with... What song can I play? Oh yeah, I know which one. It's a song called A Song for Mama that I produced probably in 2001, and I released under the name Angel CD inside of the album Reign Supreme. And yeah, A Song for Mama. It was a pleasure seeing you. So no more Club Shada until the 10th of April, when I come back from Kinshasa. So if I don't have COVID, I will be traveling. If I have, I will see you next week. But hopefully I will be negative. We'll know tomorrow. And so I don't think I will have a good internet connection in Kinshasa, so especially to do a live show. So I will probably just do a pre-recorded show for next week with that I will record tomorrow, so you can see that. and I will update. I will put some vlogs in the channel. And listen, while I'm away, I would love for you to support the channel. So go and leave some comments and some likes in videos, other episodes of Club Shada. Like, go back to episode 1, leave a comment, 2, 3, every day, or go watch some videos and or some highlights of the show and put some comments. And as always, make sure you leave a super chat whenever you can to support this live. And I will see you when I see you, my people. Damn it. Peace.